It's day 2 island hopping in Palawan, and I'm just noticing how dirty the lens is. So if there's spots all over it, I'm sorry. We're island hopping again today. I really don't know what the plan is or which tour we're doing since we got our own private boat again, but I'm sure it'll be amazing, just like yesterday was. So yeah, let's get on the boat and go exploring.
Working Philippines.
Maybe later?
Maybe later. Homeboy's trying to sell us beer already. It's like 9 in the morning. We're not that crazy. We are at the first stop of the day today, which is the small lagoon. These lagoons are awesome. You can walk into them or swim into them, but it's much better on a kayak. So we're gonna rent a couple kayaks and we're all gonna paddle into this lagoon. I'm gonna leave the vlogging camera and just take the DSLR in the dry bag since it worked out so well yesterday. So yeah, let's paddle.
What's your name?
I'm Gior.
What?
Gior.
Gior?
Yeah.
How much do you charge for beers?
80.
80?
Yeah. It's cool.
80 is like $1 beers. That's a good price, man. You're like a mobile 7-Eleven. So we're in here. Jody's doing all the work, obviously, and paddling, and I'm doing some shooting. We're getting some shots. It's really, really, really beautiful in here. It's a little bit dark, but it's got this really nice mood in the images. Lots of black darkness and the grays, and then you've got the greens really punching through. So I'm stoked with how this is coming out. It is definitely busy in here. Look back the other way. It's just packed in here with kayaks, but we kind of found our own little spot. And yeah, this is really, really nice. Just off for some snorkeling now. The water's a little bit choppy, but apparently there's a ton of fish in this little spot. So let's jump in. Snorkeling was fun, and we just pulled off to our place that we're grabbing lunch. We've literally parked in this little bay that's amazing. The water is really choppy out there. Here it's really still and clear, and we're probably gonna set up a picnic table right in the water, grab our lunch. But first, there's like a secret lagoon that I'm guessing isn't so secret based on the number of people here. And yeah, check things out. Wondering why this is an adventure class trip rather than the big photo tours or something like that, it's because we walk in waist deep water in the sea with DSLRs iPhone 10s. What do you got there? An XT2. We got like $10,000 worth of camera gear right now in the water because that's how we roll on the adventure series. Greg's got the Lumix and the gimbal in the water. It's hectic in here, baby. We're back in the water and back off to our boat. It's a little bit windy and I'm worried the water's gonna be really choppy, but it should be fun. This was a cool spot, lunch was great, and shout out to my sunburn from yesterday. I put sunscreen on my entire body and somehow forgot my shoulders. So reality is I just wanted to look like the Canadian flag, red and white, because I was missing home here in the Philippines. So that's the reason I have a sunburn. You know, nothing shows patriotism like a little bit of pain. Rodeo. It's like being back home in Alberta. Woo! We've come into the Big Lagoon now, and last time I was here it was so busy that we had to kayak through. But here it's kind of calmer and quieter, less boats. So we're cruising through, but it's super shallow. So the drivers back there, our guide Jan's up here guiding for rocks. And yeah, we're just cruising through here. It's really, really, really cool. And I think like a requirement right now to get the drone up. Away we go.
How do you feel about your drone flying skills?
My drone flying skills are on point, let's be honest.
When I'm gone, oh honey, though our friendship ceases from now on, please don't talk about me when I'm gone. Oh honey, though our friendship ceases from now on.
Just rocked up to our last stop of the day. We're at Papaya Beach, which is a terrible name for this beach because there's nary a single papaya on this beach. Lots of coconuts though, lots of palm trees, but I think we might shoot some images here, maybe some Instagram-y stuff. There's lots of palm trees, lots of cool scenes. There's even like a rope swing. I think this will be fun. Which way to the beach? That was a lot of fun, but it's time to cruise back. There's actually some really heavy winds starting, and it's starting to rain a little bit, and I don't want to get in a situation like our boy Christian Los LeBlanc got into when he was here. And the funny thing is, Christian actually did the trip with the same company, with Hello El Nido, and they basically came back in a crazy storm. I'm gonna leave an end card at the end of this video for you to check out that video if you haven't yet. But yeah, I think for safety's sake, we're gonna head back to El Nido now. Okay, this is the game. Trying to get to the shore without losing your camera gear. It's good to be back on land. Seas were actually really calm in the end coming in. And it doesn't look like we're gonna get sunset light, but we're gonna go to that cool photo location anyway. And worst case scenario, just grab a drink there.
Please don't talk about me when I'm gone. Oh, honey, though our friendship ceases from now on.
We came back to the first place that we shot, like day one when we got to El Nido, but there's not gonna be light. At least I don't think there's gonna be light. Just way too much cloud up here. So instead we're gonna have a couple drinks. We did, of course, bring all the camera gear just in case. So, while I have a drink, I think I'm gonna shoot some time lapse of this. The tide's way higher than when we were here last, so there's some nice foreground rocks, and I think the time lapse will look really, really cool.
If you can't say anything real,
So basically, as soon as I said I wasn't gonna take any pictures, the sky went like almost UK dramatic. It's really dark on the top, and then there's just a punching orange light coming through the horizon, and I gave up on time lapse before I even started. I've got an image set up over here. I've got a wide angle on, and I've got these rocks in the foreground almost under the sea, actually under the sea when the waves are coming up, and they're leading into that big mountain with a 4-stop medium grad ND on the top, a 6-stop ND, and I'm shooting like f11, 30 seconds. It's coming out moody and just perfect, actually. Really stoked with these images.
nice. It's better not to talk at all, is my advice.
Oh my God. It shows what I know, because I said there wasn't gonna be light, and maybe I'll just say there's not gonna be light any night, because this is the best light I've had. I can't even remember having light this good. It's just exploding. You got all the colors. I've got a couple shots I love already, and I kind of wanted to take it a step farther. So I got one shot with me standing on the rocks with like an 8-second exposure. Now I'm shooting a 2-minute exposure, and I'm kind of winging the exposure a little bit, if I'm gonna be honest, but it should be ready in about a little second. Oh my God. I'm gonna be honest, my horizon's maybe a touch off, but oh my God. I'm going home. I'm done. I'm out. Ridiculous.
Dude, with that last shot, I think I'm done. There's no better than that with this light.
That sunset was unreal. Absolutely beautiful. I couldn't ask for a better day. Today was just great. And I need to say thanks again to the people at Hello El Nido. They've been awesome. They're so good. So if you ever come here, do use them. And I can say that because last time I was here in El Nido, I didn't use them. And the comparison to then to this is just night and day. It's been so, so good. Tomorrow, I'm back in El Nido, and tomorrow we have another adventure, although it's a land-based one here in El Nido, and it should be a lot of fun. So I guess I'll see you guys there. Peace.